Welcome to Yuki's Game Show, a podcast about games, reviewing games, taking a look at inside of the game, and much more. Today is a special one. We take a look at the game Poppy Playtime Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 as we prepare for the next part of Chapter 2 tonight at 5:30. This is going to be talking about the game from a first impression standpoint, talking about a review type of standpoint, and what to expect if you're brand new to a game. For today, Poppy Playtime Chapter 1 and 2. If you never heard of Poppy Playtime is made by Mob Entertainment and is a game featuring puzzles and jump scares. However, it is designed for a kid's point of view, as detailed by the way the graphics look. You are in like a toy factory. You play in a toy factory. The main draw of Poppy Playtime is the puzzle, as well as the jump scares. For the most part, it's the puzzles that will get ya. Let's talk about how the puzzles work in this game. There are a few types of puzzles known in Poppy Playtime. For example, one of them being the, the power puzzle, where you have to restore power using the grab pack that is assigned to you from the start of the game. Note that each puzzle of light, each power puzzle is unique in a way where you have to think about how do you connect the Tesla coils to each other and hit the circuit to complete the circuit. For example, in chapter 2, there is a power puzzle right at the beginning of chapter 2 where you have to learn how to use the blue pole as part of the puzzle. I cannot explain the puzzle further as they will contain spoilers, and I want to try to keep this as spoiler free as possible. Another type of puzzle you're going to encounter is puzzles involving mechanicism. Okay, so there are going to be some puzzles with that. You have to use the environment in order to continue on in the game. And finally, another type of puzzle is the electricity puzzle. But this is mostly for chapter 2 because you have the green hand that is going to be important for chapter 2 in particularly. But the electricity puzzle is having you use the green hand to absorb electricity, then use the green hand again to put electricity on a mechanicism in terms of the power. There's going to be a puzzle in chapter 2 you're going to encounter somewhere in the middle where you have to move a a an object toward another object, and you have to take that another object from the elevator in order to move on to one of the other power puzzles that I struggled with at the beginning, and then I talked through it. Now, those are for the puzzles. Let's talk about the enemies you're going to encounter in Poppy Playtime. Now, obviously, there's only two chapters as of this moment. There's going to be chapter 3 coming out winter 2023 this year, and I'm extremely excited to play. I never thought I would say that because I never thought of playing Poppy Playtime until recently. So, what are the enemies in Poppy Playtime? So, number one, in chapter 1, you have an enemy called Huggy Wuggy. He's the blue guy. Now, this one is more simple for the moment. Both of them are you have to escape, but number one, you have to escape from Mr. Huggy Wuggy. Okay? And he's a little bit feisty, let's just say about that. You have to escape through a conveyor belt. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay? You have to be very careful with this escape route as you have to go through different hoops and hurdles. Then you have the next enemy in chapter 2, Mommy Longlegs. Now this one is more complex as it requires a different puzzle within a puzzle. The interesting part of Poppy Playtime, Chapter 2 in particular, is when you have to do puzzle, the main puzzle is actually a train, but you have to get the clues onto how to activate the train. And to activate that train, you have to play three particular mini games involving the game station. And in order to get the clue, you have to complete said games in the game. You have to complete them all, otherwise you won't be able to progress. And that's what is cool about Poppy Playtime. Each part of the game builds on top of the other parts. So, like for this example, the train station puzzle is what you need to understand. There's three clues for the station, and all three clues are gathered with the mini games. And you have to play them in order. You cannot skip. Okay? So if you're planning to do a speed run, you have to play them in order in the split. So Mommy Longlegs will steal the red hand. You have to get a green hand to replace the red one. Okay? And the green hand is going to be important because of electricity. Now let's get into the jump scares. The jump scares in Poppy Playtime are presented in a way where if you do lose a game, you're going to get a jump scare. How are they presented? They are presented very well. They are presented with a cut scene where they look like the the monster is going to try to eat the blue the one you're using. And that's pretty neat. It's very well done, and it's very enjoyable. Okay, it's very good and stuff. Now let's talk about graphics and environment. The graphics and environment of Poppy Playtime Chapter 1 and 2 are very well done. The environment is dark, should be, should be. There's limited lighting. I only increase the brightness just because I want to make sure I see everything. But if you play this normally, no graphics setting, no increased brightness, you're going to get a very good experience with Poppy Playtime. The other thing that the game does very well is the actual assets. For example, like how they look. You are in a toy factory, so you do expect a lot of colors and a lot of machines and a lot of things that you would normally see in a toy factory, like the levers. You're gonna see the you're gonna see conveyor belts, and the way they look, they are very well done. It's very nice. The models look clean, and you have a very good time with Poppy Playtime when it comes to this particular uh, game. And now we get to the part of Yuki's game show where we talk about numbers. Do I recommend a game, and what what is the official play? Let's talk about like our review. The pros are the puzzles are fun, the environment is very well done, and the puzzles build on top of each other, allowing for more fun with puzzles. There are nearly no cons to think about. This game is very well done. To the point where for the first Yuki's Game Show podcast, I give Poppy Playtime Chapter 1 and 2 as of right now, because we're still continuing Chapter 2 tonight at 5:30, a 9 out of 10, which guarantees at least a Yuki seal of approval. I really enjoyed Chapter 1. Chapter 2 is blast so far, and I cannot wait to stream Chapter 3. So, what made me play Poppy Playtime? There's a little side note. I just wanted to try something different because you see me play Mario all the time. Let's try to switch it up and play something different. Poppy Playtime was the first one that I was thinking of. That is not including Call of Duty or any of those games. We're talking about games that you don't usually see me play. Poppy Playtime was one of them, and I'm so glad I tried it out because I'm enjoying the thing, and I'm excited. I'm stoked. I am extremely excited to play Chapter 3 for you guys when it comes out. As a content creator, you're supposed to experiment, and I'm so happy I experimented with Poppy Playtime. I enjoy this game. So, we'll see you at 5:30 for Poppy Playtime Chapter 2 Part 2, and I'm going to have an official, like, full-blown review on Yuki's game show when we get started with that. My review score of Poppy Playtime Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 Part 1 is a 9 out of 10 with a Yuki seal of approval. I cannot recommend this game enough. I really cannot. So, that's going to do it. Subscribe today if you guys enjoyed that review. And if you guys want to see me play Poppy Playtime Chapter 2 Part 2 and Chapter 3 when it comes out, subscribe today. Get those notifications and let's start running. Let's see how long it's gonna take me for Chapter 2. Right now we're at 1 hour 25 minutes point 20. So we'll see. Enjoy. And we'll see you because you know what time it is? It's playtime.